Baby, love with you is all I need. And baby, it's just like a childhood dream. Got me hoping, got me wishing, got me loving everything, be everything for you. And that's on me. Got me spinning. Baby, love with you is all I need. Baby, love with you is all I dream. Got me spinning that block again. Love with you. Let's do it over and over again. Got me giving me butterflies. Tell no lies. You got me spinning grinds. The tears are cried. Baby, I wanna spend my life with you. Everything you wanna do. What's up, my pretties, my lovelies? Excuse me. I know you're doing good, so let's get right into it. We're gonna talk about spiritual attacks today. And you may be like, what the freak is a spiritual attack? Well, we supposedly live in a spiritual world. Oh, so my stomach I just ate. But anyway, well, it consists of heaven and hell, dualities, light, dark, all that good stuff. But spiritual world is like the outside. I don't really know how to see it. And the inside, look, anyway, spiritual attacks is what I'm trying to talk about. Basically, spiritual attacks being attacked and it's kicking your wet, and ain't nobody around. That's what I'm talking about, like spiritual attacks. I do feel like they are real. I have been attacked before spiritually, whether it came from somebody I knew, didn't know, so forth and so on. I'm going to go ahead and give a little story or two, yeah. So, I haven't had some spiritual attacks since, well, shoot. I just been attacked a lot by life, whether, whatever. And, but spiritual attacks is something I've just recently got familiar with because I realized we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, we wrestle, with other spiritual things, principalities, and all that stuff. So, with that being said, I have recently encountered or at least identified when I was being spiritual attacked, whether somebody put some spiritual things, attacks on me. Now, a lot of times you can tell because it's like you're not feeling yourself, like whether you feel confused or you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're in this rut and it never ends, or you have like these just mad wild cravings. It can be a lot of different things, but the main thing is you're not feeling like yourself, or you feel like you don't necessarily want to do it but you still doing it, even though you necessarily it's not something you normally want to do. Same thing with relationships. If you find yourself in a relationship with a person that you typically would not find yourself in a relationship with, it can be something dealing with spiritual situation. But when I say spiritual attack in this video, I mean like something coming to harm you. Okay? So excuse me. Because I feel like that's a different level of spiritual attack that a lot of people don't talk about, and I don't really feel like it's something to play with. I've heard people being assaulted sexually, spiritually. Thankfully, that has not happened to me. Especially not in 3D. Now, it could have went through other people and all that stuff, and unawares. But luckily, my spiritual attack has really just been like all my life. But I always get through them. I would say that. Excuse me. So I stay positive. And I do feel like having a positive attitude, having your vibrations at a high place, it leaves you less vulnerable with those kind of entities, spiritual attacks. So it is good to vibe high and high and high, think positive, and keep your mind in a place of positivity, like love, peace, joy, and you're less prone to those attacks. Most of my attacks that I've had have been just out of people who were jealous, envious, wanted revenge, mad, angry, so forth. I recently had, in my opinion, I feel like this 2023, partially 2024, I've had more spiritual attacks than ever before. Now, I will say most of it came in 2022. Uh, and it just is what it is. And I have been able to identify, and I've even been able to pinpoint where it's come from, the exact person, place, or thing. So that's the good thing. And a lot of that just come from me just coming from a place to really analyze and ask questions on like what's going on with me. This is not normal, and just coming up with the answers or whatever. But um there's been some spiritual attacks where I feel like I was about to be gone. I mean, and that's mostly dealing with my health situation. Meaning like baby deuces. And a lot of the things that I did with that was a lot of prayer, um talking to deities or ancestors, God, baby Jesus, just praying, and even just talking to my spiritual guide, my spiritual team, helpers, just to help me in that situation. And a lot of them tell me what to do, like an insight on what to do, how to act, what to say, what to do, what not to do in a situation. And I mean, like, let's see. I'm trying to think. Because literally, I've had real serious situations, meaning that it's been times where I felt like I was at my last moment in time. So when you feel like you're in your last moment in time, or you're going to give up, or you're a goner, or it's the end, just don't give up. Keep going. Because there's always a end of the tunnel. And here I am talking about what I dealt with. And I'm just thankful that I'm able to command those things the way I want them to handle me in my life. And it's only me allowing certain access to me when I realize what the situation is. If I'm under attack or I'm in harm's way, I'm able to maneuver in a different way. And I'm able to like see the whole situation as a whole, like where is it coming from and all that, where is the form. I really wasn't able to do that. And I see some of these people on a regular basis. I don't trip, because if I come up and say something, they'll be like, girl, where you get that from? It's not like they're gonna come out and tell you, because it's not a physical attack. It's like, boom boom boom, and here you are about to die, or just it's weird stuff. So it's like your word gets there. So it's just mainly I just move different. I know how to not take anything from them. Gives food, because they'll come bring you gifts, smiley faces. Sometimes they'll play devil advocate, nice in your face, and then go behind your back. So it's just like you just move different. You know what to accept, what not to accept, and you just have to be strong, because it is a test. I feel on your character as well. So I do feel like I have been tested in different forms. But I also feel like through these tests, when you make it to the other side, it's so much more triumphant. I feel like I have elevated so much. I've grown so much spiritually and mentally and physically, to where I just feel more and more unstoppable every time I surpass something that was meant to tear me down, break me down, harm me. I love it more and more, for sure. And also, what I want to say is, just because you being spiritual attack, just know that you're a threat to somebody, someone, some form, some fashion, because it takes a person to try to throw attack on you. Demons just don't see you and be like boom boom boom. I mean, they can. I mean, I guess, but it's usually people whether family, friends, exes, ex friends, ex lovers, your competition, stuff like that. They just be like, I gotta get rid of her, or I don't like the way she do that. Let me do this to her, So it also lets you know that you that chick, you that because why would they even bother? I never see somebody as like, ooh, I got to do this so I can stunt their growth or stunt their ability to surpass me, or um, I don't want this guy to get this person, so let me do this. Like I never been that low, like to feel like I have to knock out a competition and that's the only way I can win. But there's people out there like that, and whether they do have competition with you or not, or they just feel like they just want revenge or whatever, it just some things that can happen, and you just have to stay prayed up, ready, and tough. Because I would say, even though you may feel like you're not gonna get through it, you're gonna get through it. And I feel like my first one, I was really like, oh, okay, bye. Like I was really feeling like, okay, I'm about to be bye. Um, but no, just keep going strong, keep doing well. And if you find out that stuff is going on that's unexplainable, whether it's unexplained illnesses, sicknesses, health, now you know where it's coming from, because a lot of people don't recover from those things. But that's how you have to know, like if it feels off, if it feels weird, if it feels out of place, more than likely it is. And you just may want to pray about it, intervene about it, see where it's coming from, see if it's something serious, if it's life threatening, if it's a threat, or if it's something you need to worry about. Like pay attention to the signs, your body, all that. So yeah, I just want to say there's hope. There's like, it's happened to me more than one time than I would care to admit. Um, but at the end of the day, she's still here. I'm still here. So that's all I'm worried about, and that's all I really care about. And if you need any encouragement, feel free to reach out. But the main thing is really to be able to learn to rely on yourself and your abilities of what you can do, because you can capable of doing more than you think you can. And I feel like that's the biggest lesson that I have learned through all of this. Like I didn't know how powerful, how strong I was until I had to depend on myself alone, or literally go down on bended knees because I was in so much pain or agony. And it just is what it is. That's it, that's all. And I'm a young woman, so I have many more years to go. I ain't gonna say I'm that young, but I'm definitely under 45. Yeah. Baby, your love like a fantasy. With my hope and dreams, you changed me. Baby, your love